Hello students, in today's class, second session of alternating current and filter, we are going to study the concept of average value or mean value of an alternating current, RMS value of an alternating current, form factor of an alternating current, and also certain expected question regarding this session. Before going to in this session, we just go through the what we are already studied in the previous session. In previous session, we study the concept of definition of alternating current, how alternating current which is differ from direct current, also some advantages of alternating current over direct current, and graphical representation of alternating current along with its expression in terms of current and voltage. In today's class, average value or mean value of an alternating current. Here, average value of an alternating current is the total charge flown for one complete cycle divided by the time taken to complete the cycle, that is time period T. It includes an angle 360 degree or 2 pi. We know that the value of an alternating current which is changes with the time. It is already studied in previous session. Also its direction changes after every half cycle. Either it may be a positive half cycle or negative half cycle. Hence for a full cycle, the average value of an alternating current which is taken as 0. Here because here one complete cycle of alternating current which includes both positive half cycle and negative half cycle, together we call it as a one complete cycle. So that the instantaneous value of the current in positive half cycle which is equal to the instantaneous value of the current in the negative half cycle. Here instantaneous value of the current or voltage in positive half cycle which is equal to the instantaneous value of the current or voltage in the negative half cycle. So that sum of these two cycles means positive half cycle and negative half cycle, it gives the value 0. Also, the average value of an alternating current is defined as the steady current which sends the same charge through a circuit in the same time as the alternating current does. For an instantaneous value of the current in positive half cycle or instantaneous value of voltage in a positive half cycle, there will be a equal amount of instantaneous value in the negative half cycle also. Thus, adding up and taking the average value which is equal to 0 for a one complete cycle. So, thus we can take a average value can be defined for a half cycle. Either it may be a positive half cycle or negative half cycle. Here we consider a positive half cycle for the average or mean value of the alternating current. Here we know that alternating current is given by the equation I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Here I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Then the average value for the half cycle for an alternating current. Here average value of the current, here current is the rate of flow of charge per unit time. So I is equal to dq by dt. Here I is equal to dq by dt or dq, the rate of flow of charge. It can be represented as I into dt. So I is equal to dq divided by dt. Here dq can be written as I into dt. So take the limit as 0 to t divided by 2. Because we have consider a positive half cycle, it takes the limit from 0 to t divided by 2. So mean value of the alternating current or average value of the alternating current, this equation becomes, which is equal to integral from 0 to t divided by 2. Here I into dt whole thing divided by dt. Here integrate with respect to dt, it gives the value t. Take the limit from 0 to t divided by 2. So t divided by 2, here substitute the value of I. That means I is equal to I naught sin omega t in this equation. So integration from 0 to t divided by 2, I naught sin omega t into dt. Here I naught, this is constant term taken outside the integral sign. Then integrate sin omega t with respect to t. Integration of sin omega t, that means minus cos omega t divided by omega, taken the limit from 0 to t divided by t, whole thing divided by t divided by t. Here constant term 2 into I naught whole thing divided by omega t. And next take apply the limits to the cos omega t minus cos omega, substitute the value for t divided by 2 minus of minus cos 0. So here we know that omega is equal to 2 pi f, or omega can be written as 2 pi divided by t. Substitute the value of omega, that is omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Here t get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, remaining is minus cos omega pi. Then next minus of cos 0. Then next substitute the value of omega. Omega is 2 pi divided by t, and here remaining is t divided by 2. I naught is as it is. The next I average is equal to I naught. Here t get cancelled, 2 get cancelled. Here I naught divided by pi. Here cos pi, value of cos pi is minus 1. Minus 1 of minus, minus of minus, minus into minus, that means plus 1. Here cos 0 is equal to 1 minus cos 0, that means minus 1. Minus 1 into minus, here minus 1 into minus, that means plus 1. 1 plus 1 2. So 2 I naught divided by pi. Then substitute the value of pi. We know that the value of pi, that is 3.142. 2 divided by 3.142, it gives the value 0.637 into I naught. I naught, where I naught is the peak value of the current. Here average value of the current, which is equal to 0.637 into I naught. The next, in terms of voltage, it can be represented as V average, average value of voltage, which is equal to 0.637 into 0.637 into V naught, where V naught is the peak value of the voltage, because we know that V is equal to V naught into sin omega t. This is the expression of average or mean value of the current in terms of the current and voltage. Go to next slide. RMS value of an alternating current. Here RMS value of the alternating current, it is also known as a root mean square value of the alternating current, is defined as the value of steady current which would generate the same amount of heat in a given resistance is given time, as is done by the alternating current when maintained across the same resistance for the same time. Here the RMS value of an alternating current is that direct current which produces the same heating effect as that of the alternating current does in the same resistance in the same time. Next, expression for the RMS value of the current, it can be represented as I square RMS, which is equal to integral from 0 to t. That means here integral taken from over the complete cycle of the alternating current. It includes both positive half cycle as well as the negative half cycle. So integral taken from 0 to t. I square into dt, here integration taken from 0 to t into dt. We know that I is equal to I naught sin omega t. So that's why substitute the value of I in the above equation. So here I can be written as I naught square into sin square omega t into dt, whole thing divided by t. Here integration of dt, that means t, take the limit as 0 to t. So we get the value of t. Here I naught square, which is the constant term, taken outside the bracket. Here sin square omega t can be written as 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2. 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2. This is the formula into integrate with respect to dt. And next, here I square t into 2t taken outside the integral terms. Then next 1 into dt, splitting of these two equations. Here 1 into dt, that means dt. Then next integral from 0 to t, another term is integration taken from 0 to t into cos 2 omega t into dt. Here integration of cos 2 omega t, that means sin 2 omega t, sin 2 omega t. So apply the sin 2 omega t divided by 2 omega here, and apply the integral sign to the sin 2 omega sin 2 omega t. Here substitute the value of t, that is sin 2 omega t, where omega is equal to, we know that 2 pi divided by omega is equal to 2 pi divided by t. Here t get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, remaining is pi. Sin pi is equal to 0, as well as the sin 0 is equal to 0. That's why this whole thing or whole term becomes 0, because sin pi integration of sin 2 omega and substitute the value of limits value, that is t and 0. Here sin pi is equal to 0, at the same time sin 0 is equal to 0. That's why this term is taken as 0. Then remaining term is dt, integration of dt, that means t, taken the limit from 0 to t, that means t minus 0. Then apply the value of here t get cancelled, remaining is I naught square divided by 2 here. Then next take the square root on both sides of this equation. Take the square roots on both sides of the equation. Here IRMS, which is equal to I naught divided by square root of 2. Here 1 divided by square root of 2, that means 0.707 into I naught, where RMS value of the current, which is equal to 0.707 into I naught, where I naught is the peak value of the current. In terms of the voltage, RMS value of the voltage, that is VRMS, is equal to V naught divided by square root of 2, that means 0.707 into V naught. For example, RMS value of the alternating current line, which is equal to 230 volt. The next V naught, peak value of the voltage can be written as 230 into root 2. 230 into root 2, that means 325 volt. Here peak value of the current, which is greater than the RMS value of the current, or peak value of the voltage, which is always greater than the RMS value of the current. And next, go to next slide. Form factor of an alternating current. It is the ratio of the RMS value of the current or voltage to the average value of an alternating current. It can be represented as F is equal to IRMS divided by I average value of the current. And next, IRMS is the RMS value of the current. For sinusoidal alternating current, we have F is equal to, which is already derived, 0.707 I naught for the RMS value of the alternating current. Next, 0.637 I naught for the average value of the current. So 0.707 divided by 0.637, where I naught get cancelled, remaining is 1.11 for alternating current, sinusoidal alternating current. For direct current, the form factor of an AC, which is equal to F, is form factor which is equal to 1. And also some expected questions regarding this session is: first, what is the RMS value of the sinusoidal AC? Write the expression for it. It may ask for 2 marks. Then next, what is the average value of a sinusoidal AC? Write the expression for it. It is also asked for 2 marks. Define form factor of an AC. Obtain the value of form factor for sinusoidal AC. It is also asked for 2 marks. The next, obtain the relationship between the RMS value and peak value of the alternating current. It may ask for 4 marks. And next, explain the term peak value, mean value, RMS value and form factor of an AC. It is also asked for 4 marks. The next, obtain the expression for average value of an alternating current in half cycle. It may ask for 4 marks. Next, derive the expression for RMS value of an alternating current in terms of the peak value. Then the next explains the term peak value, mean value, RMS value of an alternating current, and hence obtain the relationship between the RMS value and peak value of the current. It may ask for 6 marks.